Hey everyone, how's it going? I just got done watching the Microsoft Gamescom 2015 briefing. I wanted to get my thoughts on what they showed and just kind of go over the general things about the press conference. Overall, it was a pretty good press conference. I have to say is that they showed some of the stuff that wasn't being able to be showed at E3. That they held off to Gamescom this time, and it was actually a much better and bigger press conference than last year's Gamescom briefing for them, because last year was like a very last minute thing. I believe they put it together last minute too. They were like, oh, we're gonna do one. We want to do one. And it was like a very last minute kind of decision, and it was very small. And they had like a center stage, and everyone kind of like just gathered around. It looked like everyone was like sitting cross-legged, like looking up, like tell us about the games, please. But this was a much bigger, much more full-scale press conference, which was nice to hear. So, I'm just gonna go start off, and get my thoughts and things like that. All right, the first thing that they showed that I was like super interested in was Quantum Break. This is my most anticipated Xbox One title for the longest time it's been, and we finally got a release date and we got some more gameplay. All right, now they only showed us a little bit of gameplay, not too much. To be honest, we've only seen about a total of like 15 minutes of the actual gameplay, so they haven't showed us much. But what they have showed us, it like keeps getting better every single time. So the cool thing is that the graphics look like they're much improved. To be honest, it almost looks to a certain degree like CGI, almost like that level of quality in real time. So I'm really impressed with the visual quality. They actually changed the character model of the main character to make him look more like the actor who's playing him in the TV series, which is some guy who played one of the characters from X-Men. So what's basically going to happen is that you're going to have this live-action TV series that's going to be playing. It's going to be part of the game, and the TV series is going to follow the storyline of the villains, and the game is going to follow the storyline of the heroes, all right? And you'll be able to see both different sides of the story and how each side, I guess, came to power. And I guess your decisions from the game, from what I'm supposed to understand, your decisions from the game are going to somehow affect the way that the TV show is played out. So this is a huge project. I don't think it's something that's ever been done before, really. And obviously this is going to take time, because Quantum Break was supposed to come out in 2014, got delayed to 2015, then is now delayed to 2016. But we have a release date, I believe it's April 4th, they said, 2016, so second quarter of the year. Really looking forward to it. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to get my hands on that game. I'm really, really looking forward to that. So that is awesome. They showed Crackdown 3 next. They actually showed us some small snippets of gameplay, not too much. They announced it's going to be coming in holiday 2016, and it's going to use the power of the cloud to give you 20 times the computational power of your Xbox One. So basically, it's completely open world. Everywhere is explorable. Everything is destructible. 100%. You can like destroy the whole city if you want to. There are no like indestructible things whatsoever. And they're showing a trailer of you blowing up a building. That building toppling over, blowing up other buildings, which blow up other buildings near it. And it was like, it was impressive from a physics standpoint. But I'm kind of like, I never played a Crackdown game before, so I don't know if this is like some story-driven game, or is this game kind of like Just Cause, where it's kind of like ridiculous. It has like a story thrown in there just for shits and giggles, but it's really about the gameplay. So I actually owned the first Crackdown, but I never played it. All right, so this could be interesting. I'm thinking about getting Crackdown 3. It looks interesting. It looks very colorful and vibrant. I love the art direction. I just don't know what type of game this really is, if that makes sense. So hopefully some of you guys can fill me in on the comments and get me interested in things like that. So also Ark Survival Evolved, which is that kind of dinosaur MMORPG type of style game, that is going to be coming to Xbox One this winter in a playable form. I'm not sure if that means the release of the game is winter, or if they're doing like an early access thing like Steam has on PC, where you'll be able to play it early on your console. I could play the game right now. The problem is that I'm waiting for the game to be developed more, because I'm also building a new computer at the same time, so I want to be able to play the game in its full glory. But I'm waiting for the development to get a little bit further in, so it's more optimized for the hardware and there's not as many glitches and things like that. But for the people who have played it, I've heard good things. I really miss dinosaurs. Dinosaurs have been absent from gaming for quite a long time, and I just really hope that they would bring it back. Like, I would love to have like a modern age Turok game or some survival horror game like Alien Isolation, but for dinosaurs. That'd be freaking awesome. But no one seems to be making that. Everything's about Zombies are in, aliens are. We're in the sort of sci-fi era where everything's like aliens and distant worlds and futuristic stuff. That's kind of like the era that we're in right now. But I hope things can kind of turn where we see more dinosaurs, where we see more games that take place in like the 50s and the whole Mafia era. We have Mafia 3 coming, which is really exciting as well. So I really hope that we see more of that. But that's pretty cool, for people who are interested in Ark Survival Evolved who don't have like a capable PC. If you have an Xbox One, you'll be able to play it this winter, which is pretty exciting. More Killer Instinct stuff they showed. I don't care, really, and I don't really know anyone who else who cares. Like, it's Killer Instinct. It was free, played it, had fun for a little bit, but I'm not, like, heavily into it. Scalebound, they actually showed full-on Scalebound gameplay this time. And I have to say that the graphics look very, very similar and close to the CGI trailer that we got, like, a year ago or something like that. Looks really good. It's Platinum Games. They've made Bayonetta and Devil May Cry, I believe. Yeah, so it's around those same type of styles where it's kind of like hack and slash. You get points and things like that. I'm really looking forward to it. I wasn't so immediately interested in it, but I saw this gameplay and I'm gonna give it a shot. I think it looks pretty cool. I think the graphics look really nice, and I kind of like the whole theme of it. It's kind of like it has like the humor of Devil May Cry, but like a full-on fantasy action type of world. So it looks interesting. I'll definitely be trying it out when it comes. It's supposed to come holiday 2016 again for Xbox One exclusively. So I'll be definitely picking that up. It's also going to have 4-player co-op, which they just announced today. So if some of my friends are going to be getting it, then I'll definitely jump in and try that with them. What else? They announced a new map and showed Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer, but we've already seen it. They showed like an esports thing where they had like announcers come up on stage and, oh my god, he grabs the flag, he goes over here. And I'm just like watching this, I'm starting to laugh because it's so like ridiculous. Like I understand that esports is an important part of culture to gaming, and it's just when it's just really funny to watch it when people take it like overly serious. When you have like announcers and they're talking like it's a sports game. I'm not really even into sports at all. Like I don't watch any sports whatsoever. But it's hilarious to see that level of excitement kind of translated into like a video game. And I understand you have close matches, you get really exciting matches, but it's just different. That's all. It's just very different, and it's kind of funny. But I watched it. And, I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is something that I probably would have been really excited for and would have been interested in if I was like 13 years old. But, I'm not 13 years old. When I played Call of Duty 4, like, I loved going on to Machinima and, like, watching, like, hardcore Call of Duty players. That was really cool. Back when that game was, really awesome. It's just, the market's changed, and people changed, multiplayer gaming as a whole has changed, and now people associate annoying 13-year-olds with multiplayer gaming. That's pretty much what it's considered now. So the whole audience has changed, and I think we're seeing like a turning point in the industry right now where we see, people who, where gaming is going to be starting to take more serious, and that's a good thing. We want gaming to be more serious, but that also means that they're going to start doing a lot more commercial things with it, and that does, include esports and whatnot. So for me, I'm looking at it, and I'm just, thinking like, okay, this is ridiculous, but I understand, it's, for some people, it's exciting to watch, especially if you're really into Halo. You're probably like really looking at it and looking at people's strategies and kind of trying to take that and put it into your own gameplay factors. So we'll see how it goes. They also showed some Just Cause 3 slight gameplay in their trailer for it. So I guess Microsoft is marketing this game. You also get Just Cause 2 for free via backwards compatibility when you do get Just Cause 3 on Xbox One. So that's really cool. I mean, I'm getting the game on the PC. I'm not giving up my 4K 60 frames per second resolution for the game on Xbox One. But if you are interested in getting a game and you have an Xbox One or PS4, Xbox One looks like the system to go. We'll see how it runs and what the resolution is between the two. But these days it's very close. Like that resolution difference is almost negligible. It's like games are starting to perform almost the exact same. They also announced a new bundle for Europe, just FIFA. I don't care. They also announced that backwards compatibility as a whole will be available to the masses, I guess, that will be publicly available in November. I already have it because I'm a preview member, so I haven't even tested it. I don't really care that much, you know. It's like I'm here. My last gen consoles, Xbox 360 and PS3, are over at my other house, and you know, I replay some games on the last gen consoles. But when I'm here, I mean, I have games I'm playing. You know, like I got new games I'm playing, so I don't really have time to do the backwards compatibility thing. But I do have access to it if I want to do that. You know. But it is coming to everyone in November, so that's pretty cool if you're interested in that. DVR is also going to be fully functional in the next year, so you'll be able to record series and things like that. I don't care. I bought an Xbox One to play games on. It's not a cable box for me. They announced a new Halo bundle, Halo 5 Guardians. This is weird. I think we are all seeing this coming. All right, it's a 1 terabyte Xbox One. It comes with the game. I believe a digital version of the game, but the console looks pretty nice. It looks pretty slick. And pretty much, they also announced that all games with gold, Xbox Live titles, all the games that come with free when you have Xbox Live Gold are going to be backwards compatible with the Xbox One. So if you have an Xbox One, oh, there's a game that's free on Xbox 360 that I didn't get to play, well, you can download it on your Xbox One and play it through backwards compatibility. So that's pretty nice. And then that was pretty much it. The only thing that I'm missing is they announced a new Halo 5 controller. Fucking deal. So, yeah, overall it was a good conference. Oh, forgot. Rise of the Tomb Raider. They showed that too. It was odd because they showed us, like, new snippets of gameplay, right? And it's, you know, general gameplay. She's sneaking around, taking out people, and the graphics look really nice. And they're explaining that, okay, the worlds are, like, 3 times bigger than they were in the last game. So it's, like, nearly an open-world game. It's humongous. And, you know, you're looking at it and it's like, okay, it's Tomb Raider with a few more advancements. And they also showed, like, at the end, they also showed, like, a different trailer. It was weird. So they showed gameplay. Then they showed a trailer for, I think, what, the tombs that are going to be in the game. And I believe I counted, I think there are going to be 15 tombs in the game. There may be more. But there's going to be something like 15 tombs in the game. And they're showing a trailer. I'm looking at the trailer. I'm like, the trailer for the tombs looks better than the trailer for, or than the gameplay that we saw for the game. Because the gameplay that we saw for the game isn't really anything new. She's not, I mean, she's taking out people, and she's crafting, you know, bombs and throwing them in. She's killing people, like, left and right. Like, she takes out a knife in one scene, and, like, slits this guy's throat. I'm thinking to myself, like, she's, like, vicious. You know, she's, like, a serial vicious killer. So I'm like, in watching the gameplay, and you're like, all right, you know, it's Tomb Raider, looks pretty good, you know, just looks like it has a few advancements, all right. But then they showed the Tomb trailer for, you know, actually doing the puzzle solving and raiding the tombs. I'm looking at that, I'm like, that looks much better than this. So the Tomb trailer that they showed actually looked really, really good than the actual gameplay. You know, we're gonna have to see. I'm looking forward to the game, getting it on Xbox One. It's gonna be fantastic playing it, you know, at the end of the year. So, but I'm really looking forward to seeing, you know, playing the tombs and stuff, because it is Tomb Raider. That's what made the game popular, that puzzle-solving Tomb Raider thing. So, looking forward to that. I do not know if this game's going to have multiplayer. It's weird because Tomb Raider has potential for an incredible multiplayer mode. Like, I just want you guys to visualize something, all right? Close your eyes and just listen to me for a sec. I want you guys to imagine the original Tomb Raider multiplayer, all right? Not the crappy version, but just imagine that same kind of, you know, imagine if it was better done, so better shooting mechanics, better movements, better sense of control and everything like that. Imagine it was done, but imagine they had, like, dynamic maps where you could shoot different parts of the map. Like, you're on, like, some sand map, right? And you're fighting in some tomb, and there's, like, you know, dust storms or whatever, and there's, like, some sand map, right? Imagine you shooting a door, and over time as you're playing the game, the door, what would happen, this huge door breaks open, and all of a sudden, like, a huge, like, just all this sand starts pouring out onto the map, and all of a sudden it's like you're stuck in a cinematic moment from the campaign where you're sliding down the sand, and you have to shoot people who are also on the enemy multiplayer team, and it brings you, basically, it's like this couple-second snippet of, you know, of the map where you, it's like a cinematic moment of the multiplayer map, and you basically land in a different part of the map. And now you're fighting in, like, a completely different multiplayer map, like just dynamic multiplayer maps. It seems really interesting, doesn't it? Like, when you think about that, it has potential to be, like, something truly spectacular. But I don't know if Rise of the Tomb Raider is going to have multiplayer. I almost want to say no because they haven't talked about it, one, and because two, no one really liked the original Tomb Raider multiplayer. It was like crappy made. It was outsourced to a different studio. But if they do it in-house, and if they do it with like a dynamic multiplayer maps to actually, change, to have cinematic moments like that, and also bring you to different points around the area, that would be freaking awesome, would it not? Wouldn't you want to play that? I would want to play that. That'd be great. So I really hope that they, eventually do that, because Tomb Raider does have potential to really bring a really exciting multiplayer to the forefront. So that's gonna be cool, and that's pretty much it. Dark Souls 3 also. I loved Bloodborne. I absolutely loved Bloodborne. It was fantastic. But I feel like it's too soon. Like, when I played Bloodborne, I don't feel like I want to play another game like Bloodborne for another 2 years at least. Give me like a 2-year break and then come out with Dark Souls. And I understand you have different studios working on different games, but I just feel like Dark Souls 3 is coming way too soon from when Bloodborne was released. If Dark Souls 3 comes out later next year rather than earlier next year, then maybe I'll get it on release. But if it's coming out like the first or second quarter of 2016, I'm probably not going to get it on release. I will get it, but I won't get it on release. I don't really want to play another game like that, I don't feel like I'm really craving another game like that, and Dark Souls, Bloodborne was a really original game for me because I never played a game like that, and it was excellent, but I really just don't, it's like, I don't want another game like that this soon, give me a break, and then I'll go back and I'll be excited to play it again, but, we'll see what happens. The game looks good though. Graphics look good. Not as good as Bloodborne, but that's to be expected. It's a multi-plat game, so we'll see what happens. And that's pretty much it. All right, guys. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Now, EA's press conference is at 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be watching it live, but I won't be doing my thoughts until the following day. So what I'll probably do is I'll wake up early, record my thoughts on what was shown, and I will be doing a full analysis of everything, like Mirror's Edge and all that stuff, and then I'll relay my thoughts like this. And also the Call of Duty conference is tomorrow at 10 a.m., which I'll probably have it on while I'm at work just to listen to, but I'm not going to be watching it seriously. So I may cover the Call of Duty conference. It depends on how I feel, but alright guys, that's it. Thank you all for watching, and let me know what you guys thought was really interesting at the Microsoft Gamescom conference, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.